What do you think, Houston?
This is awesome, actually. It's actually more awesome that we have our own of these. Sadly, it's not a Canon M, though.
Well, what's up, guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and it's gorgeous out here. Today is amazing, and I've got something very exciting to show you guys. Some of you are probably gonna be a little upset with me, I'm not gonna lie. Some of you are gonna be excited about this. I bought something that I never thought I would buy, and this is not a promotion deal. They did not send this to me for free. I bought this, and it's sitting right there on that trailer. See? Okay. I'll show you more in just a little bit. But first, I want to tell you today's video is sponsored by Crowd Cow. We've been using Crowd Cow for, I don't know, several months now. I'm going to go in here in the garage and show you what all Crowd Cow sent us this month. And I've got a brother-in-law that raises bison. His YouTube channel is called Cross Timbers Bison, old Dusty. Well, this month, I got all bison in the box because you can see we've got a freezer full of beef. We butchered our own pork. We've got venison from the deer that the kids harvested this year. So check this out. We got a couple packages of Italian style bison bratwurst. Got 2 of those. Got some more of those bison kebabs from last time because they were good. And some buffalo burgers. There's 3 patties in each. Got 2 of those. And this one I'm excited to try. Buffalo New York strip. So I think my wife, it's just my wife and I here today. So I think we're gonna lay out some of these Italian style bratwurst for lunch. So for those of you that don't know, Crowd Cow is an online marketplace where you can go and source good quality meats. Things like beef, pork, chicken, turkey. They've got bison now, all kinds of seafood. And the thing that I like about it, so we do make a lot of our own, we produce a lot of our own meat here on our farm. And I know that's not possible for everyone, but Crowd Cow lets you connect with one specific farm. You can go on Crowd Cow's website, look up the cuts of meat that you're wanting to buy and see where it came from. And you're supporting one farmer directly that way. And it's good quality meat. There's been nothing so far that I have not been 100% impressed with. So all you do is go online to Crowd Cow's website, build your box, select your shipping date, and then they package it in a box where it will stay frozen, comes to your door, and you go straight in your freezer. So it's pretty neat though. And all their packaging is like 100% biodegradable. I mean, it's strange. Like even the little foam, it almost will just dissolve in water. They say you can compost it and everything else. Hadn't tried it, but it's good stuff. So Crowd Cow's cool, like I said, because it's just such better quality meat than what you get at the grocery store. I mean, they're gonna give you cuts of meat that are hormone-free, non-GMO, whatever you select, you can have a little bit more control over your food. Because when you go to the grocery store, get food out of that meat counter, you have no idea what you're getting. You're gonna get a lot better quality with somebody like Crowd Cow. So be sure to check the link in the description box or visit crowdcow.com/armsfamily to get $15 off of your first order. And if you sign up using my link, you'll get another 5% off of your subscription.
Going in.
Does it taste like a Cross Timbers bison? I
don't know.
Nobody knows. Because we get our bison from Crowd Cow. Can't get your brother to give us any bison meat.
That's part of his deal. That's really good.
All right, so back to, anywho, I will say anywho. I used to say that a lot. Someone called me out the other day for for not saying that anymore. It used to be one of those little phrases. Now I say, all right, so I guess. But back to the point of the video. Excuse me. It's right there. I'm excited. Whew. I never thought I'd be saying this, but so a lot of you are not going to be as excited about this as me, but I'm going to share it anyways because I never thought I would buy one of these. And well, let me just show you. I bought a dirty, filthy razor. So several videos back, we've done a couple videos now going out with our friends, the Pettifers, and riding razors at Crossbar. And it's just Crossbar Ranch is a huge off-road ATV, UTV, Jeep park that's nearby, but it's become such a huge hobby for a lot of people. My in-laws and all of their friends travel all over. They've gone to Colorado and Arkansas and different places riding. They've got a Polaris General, and I was not going to buy a razor. Let me back up and say I never would have dreamed I would ever buy a razor. Matter of fact, said those things are just dumb for years, because this has really no utility purpose for my farm whatsoever. And I didn't really buy one that dirty. We've actually taken this out already, but yeah, well, I don't even know what to say. It's awesome. Let me show you a couple clips. Boys didn't even help her.
Alright, hold on, before you put the head on, pack it in.
See if you can pack it in with some clean snow. Kobe? Yeah. That's one dirty snowman, man.
That was a great idea.
What do you think, Houston?
This is awesome, actually. It's actually more awesome that we have our own of these. Sadly, it's not a Canon M.
What do you got against Polaris?
Canons are better sometimes.
Hey, twist your feet sideways. Or sidestep up it. There you go.
You're gonna get this.
Jacoby, can you beat Houston to the top?
So what we bought is a 2020 Polaris RZR XP4 1000. But I didn't buy it new because I'm one of those people. New sticker shock, ooh, it's just tough. So I actually came across this deal on Craigslist, and it was in my little bitty small hometown. Some people had bought it, and used it for about 5 months, and they decided they needed to free up some cash to buy some land. They're wanting to do what we do here. And we looked all over the place for a 4-seater Polaris General XP 1000 that was used. And we wanted a 4-seater for the kids and make it all something that we could all go do, and couldn't find it. I mean, didn't look far and wide. We looked relatively close on Marketplace and Craigslist, but this one popped up, and I went and offered the guy a cash deal. I didn't finance it. We just went and paid cash for it, and he took it. He wanted his payoff, and he's already added quite a few accessories. So it does have a winch. It's got 2 light bars on top. It's got a front windshield. It's got I don't know, a roof added on, a mirror. Anyways, I'm gonna pull this thing off and pressure wash it, get it all cleaned up so I can actually show you what it looks like. Well, it looks like a totally different machine already. Got the seats put back in. That is one cool thing about this, is those seats are totally removable for easy cleaning. So yeah, I'm gonna fire it up, take it down to the barn, and talk to you about a few things I want to do to it, why we're doing this, and you know, something different, show you a few things about it. Man, don't that look pretty? So, as I said earlier, this is a 2020 Polaris RZR 1000 XP4, and it's the premium edition, which that means it came with the lower doors, a winch, and it has, this is one thing I'm really excited about for this. I really don't need it, but since it has it and I bought it used, I didn't pay extra, you know, to have it installed, but has the ride command. Check that out. So basically one thing that, what this does, obviously it's got all of your gauges and things. You can scroll through when you're riding, you can set up whatever gauges you want, but it has maps. You can connect your phone. Nothing's working because I'm in my shop and I don't have service in here very much. So, plus it's got music. So we've already got speakers in all the doors, and we can listen to our tunes or whatever we want to do. But that's a pretty neat little feature. So since we bought it used, it's not perfect. It's got a few little scratches and dings. The previous owner said he tried to squeeze in between a couple trees on a trail one day and kind of scuffed up the doors a little bit. Not too bad. I mean, it just scuffed the decal some, but he broke one of the fenders, which it's not bad. I mean, it's just barely cracked. I need to replace the little plastic rivets that hold it, But other than that, there's what you get. A 4-seat RZR, and it's got a pretty decent sized little bed storage space, and obviously not like a utility vehicle. This is not like a Ranger or a General or even my Kubota Sidekick. This is not made for hauling tools and firewood and all that stuff. This is totally a toy. So if you've watched my channel for any length of time at all, you know this is not something I would typically go out and spend my money on, but I do think it's a great way to get my family together and get out and do some things outdoors. I mean, we do a lot of stuff here, and we can ride this on our property. I think I've probably already put 12 or 13 miles on it just on my property, just out playing around. But this is just more of a hobby. We still have the Kubota Sidekick for all the utility and work stuff here on the farm, but I just wanted to do something different and be able to get out and see some new trails, go some new places, do some new things, and I think this will take us there. Now, I'm not gonna just blast you guys with a whole bunch of RZR content. I don't want you to think our channel's changing. I don't want you to think we're going away from the farm stuff, but this is just a way to add some other stuff in. We've always done that in the past. You guys have seen us go off to Florida and go fishing down there and go all over and do different things. Well, this is just one of those things. I mean, my mother-in-law was showing me a ton of pictures and videos from their trip to Colorado, and it just looks amazing. And it'd be nice to be able to take off. They were there in July one summer, and they were up to such high elevation that they were in the snow. It'd be good to get away from Oklahoma when it's 110 degrees to go see some snow for a few days. But I do have a few things that I want to do to this, because as you guys have seen, we ride at Crossbar Off-Road Park quite a bit, and it's pretty rough country. Now, there's a lot of rock. And one thing I want to do for sure is put some bigger, beefier off-road, all-terrain type tires on here. So I'll be changing out the tires and wheels. And one thing I've already ordered, matter of fact, they're in, I may try to put them on today, is some Nerf bars. They call them rock sliders for these. And if you've seen anything at Crossbar, you'd understand why we need rock sliders. So those will look good. And I'm not real sure what all else we're gonna do to it. It's got a fold out windshield. This is pretty cool, I like this. So when you're riding when it's warm, you can tilt it out just a little ways for ventilation, or push it all the way up and get a lot of airflow through there. As I said earlier, we got 2 light bars up there, 2 little small ones down here. It's actually got LED rock lights in all the fenders. And that's kind of the way I like to buy things. I mean, part of owning something like a Polaris RZR is getting to accessorize it and add all that stuff on, but it adds up quickly. When you're talking about, you know, that windshield was probably $300. Those light bars are a couple $100. This stuff adds up quick. So I'm not opposed to buying a used unit. This thing had about, I think, 400 miles when I got it. So it's not even a year old. It's been pretty well taken care of. I've got a few minor scratches, but this allows me to take advantage of someone else spending their money on, you know, roofs and lights and all the little stuff, and then I can make it what I want to make it. Add some wheels and tires, maybe a couple other little things, and we'll be good to go. Beefy. All right then, got one of our rock sliders on, or Nerf bar, whatever you want to call it. Now they had red. I could have gone with red, you know, for the red accents on here, but I just thought black would look good. So there's what it looks like with the rock bar on, and there's what it looks like without one. So it's a pretty simple install. So the mirrors and those rock sliders came from Super ATV's website. I just went online and bought them. They're not sponsoring this in any way, but I think it'll be a good addition to keep the sides and the bottom of that from getting chewed up by rocks, because we're at their crossbar, there is a lot of rocks, and it's just one of those things. But I think it looks good. I'm not so sure I shouldn't have gone with the red, with having the red accents, but I think black looks good. So I don't know what all else we're going to do to this thing besides wheels and tires, but if you guys are interested, I'll bring you along on that journey. And I know this is not an ATV UTV channel. I'm not trying to make it that, so nobody lose it on me here. This is just something else I'm interested in doing. I'm interested in tinkering with this kind of stuff. It's just kind of fun to go out and customize this kind of thing and make it yours, make it what you want it to be, and see what they can do. I'm totally blown away. Now, I've only had this out on real trails other than here at the house just that one time. We were out just for a little while, and Houston and Jacoby were the only ones that I was able to talk into going with me, because we still had snow on the ground. It was cold, but actually that was the day most of our snow melted off, and it warmed up to like 60 degrees. And I'm telling you what, we had a great time. Built some giant snowmen, and then we might have ran over them. But it was fun, and I think we'll have a lot of great adventures on this thing. It's just something else that our family can do to bring you guys some cool, entertaining content. And I am not a mechanic, never been a mechanic, but it's fun to tinker with this kind of stuff, and I learn a lot. And I don't know, I think it's awesome. I'm excited about it. Man, talk about a big change in a couple days. It is like probably close to 70 degrees today out here, and it's so much different than it was just a few days ago, maybe a week or so ago. It was below zero. So I'm gonna get my chores done. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Right now is a really busy time for us. This week's gonna be crazy. We've got, obviously we got the livestock show coming up for the kids. We gotta work on those heifers every day and get them washed and bathed and ready to go and all that stuff. But basketball season for Weston is winding down, and we've got districts tonight. Tomorrow night is senior night and homecoming, and then Thursday and Friday we have regionals, depending on how we're doing districts. So that's about to get wrapped up. This is Weston's senior year, and he's really pushing 1,000 total career points. I couldn't be more proud of the kid. He's done such an amazing job in basketball. But anyways, the addition of this little razor to the family here, I think is going to be awesome. It'll give us a lot of cool stuff we can go do, and like I said, adding stuff to it and working on it and all that stuff gives me something to tinker with. It's kind of fun, it's neat. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up and get cleaned up and head to town. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.